ground-based sensors. Yes? Why do you use the ground-based sensors in agriculture? Soil. Simply for soil you are using a sensor. Sensor acts as what type of device? Say, Vamsi now. Don't worry. It's a type, what type of device? Whether it's a, say, heat alert, heat coil. It's an input device or output device or intermediate device. Say, Charat, turn the side. Question is only to be. Say me. Sensor is what type of device? Whether it's an input device or output device or intermediate device. Correctly you have answered. You are giving a wrong answer. What? Vignesh. You are giving a wrong answer. He told correctly only input device, right? So what purpose? It's an electronic device, right? So for what purpose we are using? We have different types of sensors are there, right? According to the need, we have to select the sensor and we have to fix the sensor, right? Where do you fix the sensor? When it is a optical sensor, where do you fix? Yes? A satellite or aircraft or in drones, we fix it. And using the light base, we are able to detect it. Yes? So, what about the airflow pressure trend sensor? To just know the air pressure inside the soil, right? Yes, inside the soil we should know the airflow. That means air sensor is used only for that. Then mechanical sensors, for what purpose we are using? Cutting. Because we should know the strength of that soil, right? According to that, the device has to be used. Yes or no? So all that. And another technology is that VRT technology is used in which topic? Ground-based sensor. Variable rate technology. So where it is used, the variable rate technology? Where it is used? We are using in the machines and equipments, right? See, every place does not need that means fertilizers in the same amount. So that means according to the soil analysis, it will vary, right? So according to the need of the particular soil, we can apply the pesticides or fertilizers, whatever may be, according to the need in that particular area. That is only called as variable rate technology. That is used in machineries and equipment. Because nowadays we are talking about the information technology, right? So always you are using only the machines and equipment. That's what I said, right? We can plan, we can cultivate everything to that equipment. So and the equipment cost is not, that means low cost. It's not in the low cost, it is high cost only. That's why we have for 1 hour this much. See, everybody does not have a tractor with you, right? So whenever we need it, we just ask, right? Because every time it is no use, right? Farming daily we are using, but that and all is not necessary for us. So and if you keep it, and always you know, if we keep the equipment without using, what will happen? Rust. And it will not work after some time. All electronic equipments are like that. Fridge if you don't use for 1 year, totally if you have removed everything, and after that if you come and use the fridge, automatically it will not work. All electronic equipment, even car, even if you don't use the car, we have to remove the battery or we have to start weekly once 10 minutes and leave. Then the car will not go anything. Even in the house also, if we don't use the house for 3 or 4 years, automatically we can see the crack in the houses itself. That's why they are giving for rent and a lot. Somebody is coming and switching on the light and cleaning works they are doing. Why? Even house, it's even that also cracks are there, right? Automatically, slowly the building start collapsing, right? That's why people actually, otherwise everybody will build a house they don't do it. And another problem, when you are giving for rent, there is lot of problems, right? The people doesn't vacate, then or if they don't give the rent, it's a problem, right? So that's why we don't build house only, we keep it as a plot, right? So there is lot of difficulty even in a building. So when you are taking in terms of equipment, totally it will go as a waste if you don't use them. So that's why the machinery, every machines we are not purchasing, we are taking for lease or we are taking for rent and all, right? Yes. So that machines are also costly, so many people will use, right? They give for the rent and they take it back. So that way, like, yes. So same way, variable rate technology is used only in the machinery, so it is coming after the IT technology. Okay. So that term you have to remember under that means the keyword, that means under the ground based sensor is the variable rate technology. Okay. So here in this next topic is remote sensing. So here we are going to use the term vegetation index, VI, shortly that it is called as VRT, variable rate technology. Here it is called as VI, vegetation index. So that is the key term. So that comes under the remote sensing. So why do you go for remote sensing? What is the need? What is the challenge? What is the drawback in remote sensing? And whenever we hear the term remote sensing, what do you have to think? What is the term you have to remember for remote sensing? One is, I said, vegetation index, that is a keyword. So that words under where it will come when you are using which type of questions? Case study questions that we will analyze. When you are doing an analyzing, that vegetation index is taken into account. Okay. So here, see in this question, the question is want to be direct, means they will ask explain. So any questions they can ask for this subject as a case study question. Okay, as I have only taken over the CT1 question. First question itself have started with the case study question only. Okay, so my question, since I have taken the question, so from the beginning topics only I have taken, because we have not completed the entire syllabus. Okay, so up to the syllabus tomorrow actually I am only going to come tomorrow also. So tomorrow also we have the class. So GIS and GPS we will be discussing in tomorrow's class, and Thursday's class you will be writing the test of this first unit. On Friday again you will be having my class. Are you able to follow? So you have to, that means continuously weekly 4 days I am having over the class. Okay. So you have to write for the test up to that topic. Okay. Whatever I complete till Wednesday, you will be having for that test on Friday. Okay. So you can very easily recollect and write the answer. Okay. So now you see, come to the point, remote sensing. What is the, how do you do the remote sensing? What do you mean by remote sensing? Yes? It is all, we don't have the physical contact with the equipment. See, everywhere we have to place a sensor or something, right? So that acts as an input device, right? Yes. So we don't have the physical contact with that device, but we are able, from the remote area, we are able to sense, that means we are able to collect over the data, we are able to analyze the data, and we are able to take the decision accordingly using remote sensing. Remote means physical contact we don't have with that particular place. See, the place may be 2 kilometers away from my place where I am sitting. Okay, from this place itself I will be able to collect the information about the cultivation of the crops. Okay, so for that what you are using nowadays for the remote sensing? Satellites. The equipment which is used is satellites and aircraft. So automatically you have to remember which is used for remote sensing, means we are using the aircrafts and satellites. So what is the drawback, or what is the advantage in using the, first you say the advantage, then we will talk the disadvantage, right? So what is the advantage that means you are using a aeroplane or satellite. What is the advantage? How do you do the analysis using satellite or drones or aircrafts, right? Aircraft means drones. Nowadays they are using for agriculture. They don't use the flight, they use the drones because it look like flight, right? Like a helicopter we can say. Drones look like a helicopter, right? Like an aircraft, but the aircraft is not used directly for agricultural purpose. What they are using? When they mean aircraft means they are meaning the drones, okay? And satellites. Satellites previously itself they are using. Have you seen the BBC news? Have you seen? Have you seen the BBC news? So at the end of the news always what they show? Yes? In the BBC news, see in the BBC news what did they show? At the end of the news, first they give the heading and they go for the news. Finally in the things they say about the climatic conditions, right? So they show a graph like green color, yellow color, like that they show the different colors, right? And they explain this area will get heavy rain, this area will get low rain, this will be hot. So they say about the climatic condition in the BBC news and all. Have you seen? Showing the where they are getting that diagram and all, that means the colors they are getting from satellite. All that information they have obtained from satellites. Okay, so satellite pictures only, the BBC news what they are showing about the climatic condition, that things with colors, different colors is the photographs taken from the satellites. Okay, and they say the satellite prediction in America, all that is correctly they are predicting, right? But here also certain times it is true, but it's nature, right? So nature we cannot predict always. Okay, so they predict using the satellite and they say this is the climatic condition, right? So yesterday news also, if you would have seen, they said 5 days it will be heavy rain. Yesterday it was so, that means yesterday's climatic condition morning if you see, it looks like raining. But till afternoon it was cloudy. After afternoon it was hot. And today it is so hot. Yes or no? So the prediction has failed. Yes? The prediction has failed. Okay. So what that is a disadvantage. Because why the prediction fails? Can you say me? Why the satellite prediction fails? This is a remote sensing, right? Why? Because the climatic condition is related to agriculture, right? Why it fails? Can you say me? Why satellite communication fails? Why satellite communication fails? Yes? Say me, why satellite communication fails? So all this report they are taking from satellite only and giving about the rain report. Can you say me why it is failing? Yes? Reason? Yes? What is the reason for satellite communication failures? See, it is taken in a different angle, right? The angle it is taken in a different angle, it is taking over the pictures in different angle, right? Even a small things they have to taken into consideration. Spatial resolution has to be taken into consideration. Small changes, small images, because it's taking what? Image only, photograph, right? So that photograph, small size also it should be able to predict, but it fails to predict the small changes. The photograph it is taking from a distance, right? Satellite is not here, right? Are you able to follow? Satellite is not here. Where is it? They are launching the satellite, right? Yes? Yes, they are launching the satellite. It is from far place and it is taking the image, right? It is not able to analyze the small images. See, it is not able to analyze the small size of the images, the changes, because it is taken from a different thing. resolution is not accurate. So that is only called as spatial resolution because it does not have spatial resolution. That means accuracy for the small size of the image it does not have. Next one, temporal frequency. What is the disadvantage? Second disadvantage is temporal frequency. What do you mean by temporal frequency? Frequency, you know, variation in time, right? So what do you mean by temporal frequency? Can anyone say what do you mean by temporal frequency? See, don't sleep in the class. Who is sleeping? What do you mean by temporal frequency? Yes? Frequency means it varies with time. So, it is taking over the photograph, right? So, for unit time, it changes, right? See, at 9 o'clock, it will be different. At 4 o'clock, it will be different. So, unit time, it changes. So, whenever it changes for unit time, it is not able to predict over the images accurately. That is only called as temporal frequency. The variation in time, it differs. So, it is not able to analyze accurately the changes in time. Okay. So, that is only the second disadvantage it has. Third time, it is not able to deliver it in sufficient time. Okay. Time. So, immediately see, 9 o'clock means 9 o'clock it should be able to predict, but what is the thing they are giving? Yes? What is the thing they are giving? See, prediction is given earlier, right? Yesterday itself they are saying for tomorrow, today's rain. So, sufficient time. See, 9 o'clock means it has to take the photograph 8 o'clock and it has to say, right? But everything it is taking previously, sufficient time is not given. So earlier itself they are taking over the prediction and they are saying before 24 hours. So each and every hour if they say, they take over the prediction means that it will be accurate. Now today if they take at this time, then they will not say today you will have the rain. Yes or no? So sufficient time is not given for the satellite communications. Okay, so that is the reason we are going for the, that means that is the thing it fails. So how does the satellite thing, what they are using in satellites? See, suppose if I am saying if the crop is a good crop or if it has got a disease, how does using remote sensing, how do you do this? Can anyone say? Thirumalai Vasan, can you say me? See, from a satellite or from drones, how do I know the crop has a disease? Yes? How do I analyze the crop has a disease? Remote sensing, how do I get up? How can I say the crop has a disease using satellite or using drones? Can you say me? Satellite, what it is taking and sending us? Or when you are using a drone for remote sensing, what is the output it gives? What is the output? A drone, what is the output? A drone will give or a satellite will give. What is the output of a drone or a satellite? Can anyone say? Anybody can answer. What will be the output of a satellite or drone when it is used in agriculture? Analog signal. What will I get as an output? Analog signal is correct, but what output I will get? Not digital. Digital is ones and zeros, right? See, whenever you give any data input, analog. Output is also analog. Only intermediate stage is digital. Yes? Only it will give an image, right? Photograph only it is giving. only an image. So we can use what it is using infrared. That means it is giving a light image, right? Detecting from a large, that means long distance. It can be a drone. See, light waves only it is used, infrared waves. Okay, so waves only it is using and taking over the image of the pictures. Now what is the advancement? Previously only it is showing the image. Nowadays, along just before 10 years before, they are taking the videos also, video images also we can see. Once if we take video, automatically from the video itself we can get the image. Earlier only it was supplying only the images alone. So using the images, we are able to detect it. Now, the improvement is they are bringing the, along with the images. See, whenever you are conducting a program, we are taking video as well as photograph. Why do you take video? Why do you take a video, photograph, or why do you take both? See, nowadays for all marriage function, people are taking both video and photograph. Or a function is going also, everybody is taking video plus. Before only, olden days only they take photographs. Nowadays the reason things are not, every marriage is having videos. Just 30 years, 25 years onwards they have started taking videos. Before and all they will not take much photograph. They will say people will die soon, like that. They have lot of superstition ideas, right? So people don't take much photos. See, earlier days people have lot of superstition ideas, right? So they don't take at all photograph. That's why olden days if you see, camera came before itself, right? 90s itself camera came, right? Yes, camera came before itself, but very less photographs are there earlier days. Black and white also, very less photographs are there because people never take photos earlier. Slowly they started taking pictures. Then after that, nowadays everybody is taking video. So videos, if you have the video, that can be converted to image, right? So it is providing accuracy more. See, when you have two things, the accuracy is more, right? Video picture also you can see, the ordinary image which we are getting also we can see. So that is the advantage now which we are using in precision agriculture. And cameras are fitted back in drones, right? So now you can see even in our mobile, if it is good camera, the clarity is more. If the camera is not good, the clarity is not good. Yes or no? So nowadays we are providing cameras also, hi-fi cameras, digital cameras in where? In drones. So why do you go for digital cameras? Because accuracy we can get and very easily we can get the output. So digital cameras are fitted in drones. Okay. Then why? What is the other advantages we are getting? So we are getting an infrared. How do it show there is a disease in the particular crop? Can you say me? How do I know even if I am using the remote sensing?